Hello friends, it's Miss Jamie. I'm so happy to see you today. Let's get started with a song from Miss Nancy. Let's sing Pat, Pat, Pat. Will you sing with me? Here she is.
This is Pat, Pat, Pat from Wonderful You. Pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Now tickle, 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 just like that. Tickle, 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 and we'll pat, pat, pat again. Pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Now squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, 'cause that feels neat. Squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, squeeze your feet, and now we'll pat, pat, pat again. Pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that. Now fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your fingers in your fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your hair, fingers in your fingers in your fingers in your hair, and now we'll pat, 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 just like that. Pat, 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 just like that.
Thank you so much, Miss Nancy. And should we wake up Betsy Blackbird? 1, 2, 3. Betsy, where are you? Hey, Betsy Bird. Come on out, friend. Hello. Hello, friends. How are you? Hello, Betsy. How are you? Hello, Miss Jamie. How are you? We're so glad to see you. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. Here, here. We're all here. We're all here together. Yay! Friends, this week we're talking about some famous artists. Have you been making artwork too? Anyone can be an artist. You just have to have an idea in your head and you can create art. The wonderful thing about art is there's no right way to make art and wrong way to make art. All art is correct. It's all wonderful. That's why it's so much fun to learn about people who made new art and new ideas. And the artist we're going to talk about today did something that no artist had ever done before him. Today's artist is this artist. His name is Andy Warhol. You can see in this picture he has a cat. Andy Warhol loved cats, and we're going to read a book about him and his cats at the very end. Well, Andy Warhol was born in America, in Pennsylvania, in a city called Pittsburgh. And that's where Miss Jamie used to live when she was a little girl too. But Andy Warhol is older than me. We didn't live there at the same time. Andy Warhol is famous because he made a different kind of art. It was not abstract art like Picasso and Mondrian. No, Andy Warhol decided to do something different. He decided to make pop art. Can you say pop art. Pop art is art out of popular objects or popular people. Here's one that he's most famous for. This is Andy Warhol's painting of a giant soup can. Andy Warhol is most famous for his artwork of tomato soup. He painted lots and lots of different pictures and different versions of Campbell's tomato soup. He's the tomato soup artist. And we're going to talk a little bit about some of the other art that he made. Andy Warhol loved to use bright colors. In this little book, we're going to look at some of his artwork and see if you can identify the color. Ready? There's that soup can, and it is red. Can you do the sign for red? Good. There's another piece of Andy Warhol's art. It's a flower, and it is orange. Can you do the sign for orange? Well done. This is another piece of Andy Warhol's art. It's a banana, and it is yellow. Can you make the sign for yellow? This is some of Andy Warhol's art. It is green. Can you do the sign for green? Put your finger and your thumb together like this. Green. Andy Warhol liked to do pictures of famous people, and he would do them in different colors. All of these are blue. Did you say blue? Good job. He also is pretty famous for some flowers that he painted. These flowers are purple. There's a picture of a pink cow. Pink. Good. And I told you he really liked cats. This one is brown. It's a brown cat. A picture of some money, a coin. It is gray. You know all your colors, don't you? And these cars are black. Good reading. This is hard to see. This is a famous painting called the Mona Lisa, and Andy Warhol did it all in white. What colors do you see on the soup cans? Here's some more pictures of his artwork. Andy Warhol was an out-of-the-box thinker. That means he didn't make things that were the same as everyone else. He decided to make his own ideas. Are you an out-of-the-box thinker too? That's really special to be someone who can think of things that no one has ever thought of before. We're going to sing a little song about 10 little crayons. And in this song, you have to listen for the rhyming words and try to figure out which color crayon we should put into our crayon box. I'll show you what I mean. 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But there's one little color that rhymes with head. It's my favorite color. It's the color. What rhymes with head? Head. Did you say red? Give your brain a kiss. Mwah, brain. Yep. Head, red. Let's try this one. 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with glue. It's my favorite color. It's the color. What rhymes with glue? Glue. Blue. Good. Glue. Blue. That rhymes. Let's do another one. Ready? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with fellow. It's my favorite color. It's the color. Fellow. Yellow. Good rhyming. Should we try another one? Let's do this one. 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with kite, it's my favorite color. It's the color kite. White. Good. Kite. White. Good rhyming. Should we do another one? Come on, crayons. Okay, let's do another one. Ready? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little crayon that rhymes with bean, it's my favorite color. It's the color bean. Green, green bean, bean green. That rhymes. Good rhyming. Good singing, friends. Let's put the crayons in there. Come on, crayons. All right, should we do another one? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little crayon that rhymes with town, it's my favorite color. It's the color town. Brown, town brown. Yes, that rhymes. Town brown. Good rhyming. Should we do another one? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with day, it's my favorite color. It's the color day. Gray. Day. Gray. That rhymes. We'll put it down here next to the brown one. All right, let's do another one. Ready? Let's do, I've got it. 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with tack, it's my favorite color. It's the color tack. Black. Good. Tack. Black. That rhymes. All right, the last two are silly rhymes. Ready? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with turple, it's my favorite color. For real. It's the color purple. Turple, purple. Turple is a made-up word. Turple, purple. Good rhyming. And the last one is a real made-up word. There is no word that rhymes with this color. Can you look at the crayon box and figure out which color is missing? There is no rhyming word. We're going to make something up. Ready? 10 little crayons in the box for you. Red ones, yellow ones, blue ones too. But the one little color that rhymes with sporange, it's my favorite color. It's the color sporange. Orange. That's a made-up word. Sporange, orange. Those rhyme, even if we have to make it up as a silly word. Andy Warhol loved to use all of these colors in his artwork. Can you remember what the name of the type of art was? Can you remember that word? P-O-P? Pop. It's pop art. Yes, Andy Warhol created pop art. And I have a fun way to practice so that we can remember that it's called pop art. We're going to play a popcorn game, and then you can remember that Andy Warhol made pop art. Yes, and we'll practice our colors at the same time. I have some popcorn buckets. We're going to hide the popcorn and say pop, pop, popcorn. What color are these buckets? Red, orange, the color with no rhyme, yellow, green, good reading. This one, blue, well done, purple, gray, yes, you know it. What's this one? Brown, black, and white. Those are all the colors, and I'm going to hide this popcorn. First, you can't peek though. You can look over here at my crayon box and my Andy Warhol book. Let me hide the popcorn, and then we'll say it together. Can you make your hands go like this? Pop, pop, popcorn. Where could it be? It's in a bucket. Let's look and see. Which color popcorn bucket would you like to check first? Tell me really loud. You could either say the sign or you could say the color. Red! I hear lots of people yelling, red! Let's look and see. Nope, it's not behind red. Keep guessing. Where's the popcorn? Pop, pop, popcorn. You think it's behind my favorite color? Purple. Let's look and see. No, it wasn't behind the purple. Keep guessing. Where's the popcorn? Tell me your color guess. Yellow? Yellow? Let's look and see. Nope, not behind the yellow. Keep guessing. Where's the popcorn? Is that your favorite color? I hear lots of friends yelling, blue. We can look and see. You found the popcorn. Well done. Would you like to play again? Let's turn over the red and the yellow. And what was this one? Purple. Okay, no peeking while I hide it. You can close your eyes or you can look over here. Okie dokie. Get your hands ready. Pop, pop, popcorn. Where could it be? It's in a bucket. Let's look and see. Where's the popcorn? Tell me what your color guess is. Oh, I hear lots of friends yelling, green. We can look at green. Nope. Keep guessing. Where's the popcorn? White down at the bottom. Okay, let's look and see. Nope, not white. I like the way you're shouting out the colors. Which one would you like to try next? Brown? We didn't try that one yet. Let's look and see. You found the popcorn. Yay! Would you like to try one more time? I think we have time for one more. Let's turn over the green and the white. No peeking, no peeking. Up or down, all around. Your hands ready? Pop, pop, popcorn. Where can it be? It's in a bucket. Let's look and see. Where's the popcorn? What color? Gray. Did you say gray like an elephant? Ooh, that's a good color. It's not behind the gray. What's your next guess? Black? That's another good one. Let's try it down here. Nope. Keep guessing. It wasn't behind black. Where's the popcorn? Blue? We can try blue again. No, it wasn't behind the blue. This one goes like a diagonal. Do you want to try? What color is this one? Yellow? Let's look and see. You found the popcorn. It was behind the yellow. Well done, friends. I'm so proud of you. I like the way that you wait, because sometimes I can't hear everybody at the same time. And we can only check one or two of the colors at a time. And so if I can't hear you, or if you have to wait just a minute, I'm really proud of you for waiting your turn. Thank you for doing that. Okay, I'm going to read you, I'll take this down too, a funny book written about Andy Warhol. And it was actually written by his nephew, whose name is James. And when James was a little boy, he used to visit his Uncle Andy in New York City, and he noticed that Uncle Andy had a lot of cats. And he wrote this book about Uncle Andy's cats. It's a funny book, but it also, you'll see in the book, lots of Andy Warhol's artwork because he had it all over his house and in his art studio. This book is Uncle Andy's Cats by James Warhola. That's Andy Warhol's nephew. Do you see all the cats? I think I'm going to take the book jacket off so that I don't drop it while I'm reading. Here's the title page, Uncle Andy's Cats by James Warhola. James Warhola is the author and the illustrator, both. You see all that art? This is all Andy Warhol's art. There's the famous soup and all the famous people he liked to paint. And the flowers that we saw in the book. They were purple in the book, but he painted lots of different colors. Okay, let's find out about his cat. Uncle Andy said it all started with a little blue pussycat named Hester. She was just a kitty when I got her from a fabulous movie star called Gloria. See the little kitty cat named Hester? Little Hester just loved Uncle Andy's house. It was tall and skinny and perfect for dashing up and down stairs and hiding among the antiques. The only time Hester was still was when she was staring at Grandma Bubba's Mynah Bird echo. On our visits to Uncle Andy's, we would look and look, but still couldn't find Hester. But do you see all the artwork when James and his siblings were visiting their Uncle Andy? Look at all that artwork. Little Hester grew and grew and grew and became Big Hester. Uncle Andy and Bubba thought Hester was lonely. That's when they decided to get Sam. It was love at first sight. So there's Hester, and they got another cat named Sam. You see them together? Ooh, there he is making a soup can. Uncle Andy enjoyed Sam and Hester's company when he painted late at night in his studio. And when it was bedtime, the cat's favorite spot was Uncle Andy's wig drawer. Andy Warhol is sort of famous for always wearing this big white fluffy wig. Do you see the cats laying in his wig drawer? On one visit, there were kittens, lots and lots of kittens. Uncle Andy said, "It's so marvelous. Hester is now a mommy." Bubba said, "They all look like their papa, so let's name them all Sam." The little Sams loved their tall, skinny house too. It's a lot of kittens named Sam. The only time we ever saw all the Sams was when Bubba called them for their favorite meal, oatmeal and liver. Uncle Andy said that the Sams liked us best when we were sleeping, and I think Uncle Andy did too. You see them sleeping, and there's Andy Warhol looking at his nieces and nephews sleeping in the art studio with the Sams. We always loved snooping around at Uncle Andy's, and on one day we got another surprise. Hester and Sam were a mommy and daddy again. The kittens all looked just like their daddy, so they were all named Sam, and that made for a whole lot of Sams. A whole lot of Sams. Look at all the Sams. Uncle Andy was sometimes interrupted when a herd of Sams would stampede through his studio. And the neighbors were interrupted when the Sams would sneak up to the roof and they're all meowing. Meow, meow, meow in the night. The Sams loved to rumble amongst my uncle's soup boxes. At the end of a long day, they found that sleeping in Uncle Andy's room was very comfortable. Look at all the Sams. They're everywhere. There are Sams all over his room. Now, Bubba and Echo had a little bit too much company. Andy, there are just too many Sams, Bubba told him. But Uncle Andy didn't know what to do. That's a lot of Sams staring at that poor mynah bird. We brought 3 Sams home with us, but that didn't work out too well when they wouldn't come down from the roof. Finally, Uncle Andy had a plan. Uncle Andy and Bubba drew and painted the most marvelous portraits of Hester and the Sams. After many days of working, the art was finally ready to be sent to the printer. Do you see them both doing cat art? Uncle Andy and Bubba each created a fabulous book. Uncle Andy's was called 25 Cats Named Sam and a Blue Pussycat. And Bubba called hers Holy Cats. The books were a huge hit, and the Sams became famous overnight. Everybody wanted a Sam. They came from uptown and downtown to get a Sam. You see in this picture, they're all lined up outside of Andy's apartment. Everybody would like to adopt a Sam. In no time at all, things were just about back to normal. And that made Uncle Andy and Bubba very, very pleased. As it turns out, Hester and Sam were just the right amount of cats for their tall, skinny house. You see the 2 of them sitting in the window, just Hester and Sam. Not 100 little Sams. Isn't that fun to read about Uncle Andy's cats? I enjoyed that book too. For our art project today, I'm going to show you how you can create your own pop art. Andy Warhol really liked to make pictures of famous people. And so I was thinking, if Andy Warhol was going to make a picture of Betsy, it might look like this. All different color Betsies. He liked to take one picture and color it different ways to make it look different. Can you imagine if Betsy had a pink beak or an orange beak or blue or pink or green or blue or orange? Wouldn't that be interesting? So we're going to make some pop art just like this. And to do this, you could take a picture, maybe use your phone or ask your grown-up if you could use your phone to take a picture of your most popular thing in your house. It could be a food or your most favorite toy or maybe your cat. You can choose. I printed these pictures of some teddy bears because Betsy really likes teddy bears. They're her favorite toy. And you can do this 2 ways. You could either color all 4 of your pictures, or you could cut it and you could do one, and then a grown-up in your house could do one, and somebody else in your family, and everybody could do one and put them together. And to do pop art, you have to pick 2 or 3 colors only. So I got out all of my colored pencils for this one. And I think I'm going to choose green and purple. Just green and purple for my first teddy bear. And watch what I'm going to do. Oop, I dropped my purple. I'm going to color the teddy bear's mouth purple like this. And then maybe I'll color his arms green like this. And his feet green. That's a good. Maybe his ears will be green. And should I make his belly purple? Let's do this one. And do you think I should make this bear's face? Should I make its face green? Okay, I'm going to try to color its face all green. So I have a purple and green teddy, and then I could use a different color to color outside the teddy, to color the box. And you can do this however you want. Betsy and I will probably work on this a little bit more after the video is over. But color it all the way to the edges like this. And then, I think I'll have to work on this a little bit more after the video is over. And then I'm going to choose different colors for the next teddy bear. And all 4 will look a little bit different. You can either take a picture of your favorite thing at your house, or you can print the teddy bears like I'm doing. Betsy and I will probably work on them later. Or I also gave you a picture of some Betsy birds. If you want to color these Betsy birds to look like pop art, you can print this one and color some Betsy birds too. I would love to see what you create when you're making pop art today. Well, friends, it's been so much fun learning about Andy Warhol today, but it's already time for us to call Betsy back to sing goodbye. Can you call her? 1, 2, 3. Say, Betsy, come back. Come on, Betsy. Hello, friends. Oh, Betsy, we're going to have fun making some pop art after school today, aren't we? I can't wait to color with you. Preschool time is over now, over now, over now. Preschool time is over now for another day. Wave goodbye to all of our friends, all of our friends, all of our friends. Wave goodbye to all of our friends. It's time to stay home and play. Hip, hip, hooray! Do you have any birdseed for Betsy? Reach down into your pocket, get a big handful for her, and this is what your play pack looks like today. We have lots of fun ideas for you to keep playing and learning after the video. Birdseed time. Thank you for the bird seed. And if you'd like to catch Betsy's kiss, hold out your hand like this. Catch it. Stick it to your cheek. Give yourself a big hug from Miss Jamie and Betsy. We're so proud of you. Can't wait to see what you create. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye, friends. Bye-bye.